Hope you can see the white flashes. I hope the camera picks them up. We'll see then. I'll film now a few more minutes. I'll stop. You'll notice periodically you see two lights flashing, kind of like a sequence for each other. Oh, I like flashbacks also. Look. animated there for a minute. But today is the 8th of September and it's around 1:30. Okay, like I previously stated, really clear with the naked eye. For some reason, I've not picked up that clearly on camera. It looks like the same two crafts, or one of the two of the three, I should say, that were around before. Like I said, they move slowly, following a routine of the same pathway in the sky. It's also like they're on maneuvers or something. It's not slowly they do it over hours. You can see one moving up and down, left and side. like I said previously tonight, I don't know if it's where it's at. These flashing, these lights are crafts that are cloaking themselves, that are around Earth. Okay, no matter where you are on Earth, literally there will be a craft above you in the sky, somewhere out of space. I think it'd be Earth's atmosphere actually. And the purpose of that is to help their clan reconnect with them, but also to stop the negative parasitic beings, entities from leaving Earth. And the ones to leave Earth because they would destroy it, destroy civilizations like I have previously. And then leave Earth and go on to another planet. You've been lied to for so long and betrayed for so long that hopefully I'm dripping it out there. And you will be connected. You are connected to your clan. They want to connect with you. They don't want you to go and be like the creature beast. They don't want you to have entity attachments, have demons attached to you. Once you consent to an action, once you've stated that yes, okay, so I'm going to do this, your thoughts, they can't get you back. Your family can't get you back. That was your choice. They want to reconnect with you. Let you know that there's a connection there. Okay, and I keep saying, of course, you got nothing to scared. I'm scared it was your clan. And I'm going to tell you who you are. What I was going to say then. Does the company notice? Anyway, you will have your own experience. That's all I want to say. I want to expand on the experience. They know us humans better than we know us humans. So they're going to feed into our emotions, pretend to be caring, compassionate human beings, and not even humans. I know soul to them. Like the creature beast in my case. I think we've been through that, they're not human. And the ones that are, that have sold themselves, that had possible connection to high beings, their clan, where they came from, will sell themselves out to the abyss now, to the anomic entities, parasitic beings that's going to feed off them for eternity until the energy ceases to exist. Like these lights you can see here, it's not happening just a little space in light in the West Midlands, it's happening all over the earth. Can you hear the creature beast? The panicking like fuck, and so they should. I'm going to go into more details at the statement. It's a lot clearer. That's my family to confirm a few statements that I'll make regarding the creature beast and demonic entities, etc., and the greys and other species that are on Earth. Even our conspiracy theorists have lied to us. I hope it finds pick up the flashes when I say something. Okay, and the original humans, keep saying original humans, because not everybody on Earth that looks human is human. Literally, they're just not. They're not made from the same stuff. They were made by the greys or negative entities or whatever. They've never had a connection to higher beings. Okay, and that's the DNA link part of this thing, connecting you to who you are. So there's DNA, the element of it, and then it's your own energy field. I know me now, sort of DNA of a person. I'm not going to say what, who it is, blah blah blah, what they look like. Look at the creature beast. It's a big hint for you that I'll never ever be friends with them or call them. I don't even call them an acquaintance. It's just that there's nothing. Fucking hell. Literally, there's nothing there. That doesn't mean somebody that shares this DNA, like if they're a brother or sister, doesn't mean that they will be the same as them. And my DNA link, I know Chanel Campbell and Jamar Campbell, the link to the DNA linked part of my family, they linked my grandfather that's gone. They have no link. So just because somebody shares the same DNA and have an experience doesn't mean you will have the experience. It's to do with your energy field as well. So they could see having contact with an ancestor, and because of their actions, that link severed to never get it back. Okay, so it doesn't mean that DNA links, you see that then, but then it's twofold. It's DNA, original humans, and it's that original human's energetic frequency. And like I said, there's certain DNA trait that I will never, I won't, I'll just, I won't. The person would have to prove to go beyond being a nice person, in inverted commas, for me to even consider them as acquaintance or friends, or but you've got to get through life, and there's so many other things that should take our attention. So many beautiful and wonderful things about Earth that deserve our attention rather than these fucking beasts or the non-humans, subhumans, as my family puts it sometimes, that they are subhuman. Like I said before, take a look at people who are about talk, look at Patrick Haley, look at Pete Slow, look at the ex and the current police crime commissioner, Jamie Hobday. That's not real Jamie Hobday who you see. Dave Thompson, just look at them. What have they got in common? What's the genetic link? But also remember that my members of my DNA link, they've lost all contact. Beings, high beings, because of their energy, because their energy is more, they've aligned themselves to an energy that's parasitic. So even though they were DNA linked to higher beings, because of their energy, they've linked themselves to demons, basically. And that is their choice. And it doesn't matter about an age. I'll tell you a story, not today, can't be asked. We'll look on camera. But even as a child, people know right from wrong. It's the core of your being. Literally, it's the core of your being. Your energy, not what society thinks. It's how you behave. It's the core of who you are as a person. I'm going to log off in a minute. And we've been lied to for so long. New Age community told us we have to do this, we have to do that, blah, 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 to connect to the higher selves and to connect to the higher beings. You know, it's all life fuckers. You just got to be sort of true to yourself and not be a cunt, basically. So just stop swearing, shouldn't I? Can't think of the universal phrase. I think everybody in the universe will know. Everybody in the universe, everybody on Earth will know what that means. Like I say, twat, and somebody in Australia might not know what that means. But I think everyone knows what see you next Tuesday means. You see that light at the bottom? I was going to ignore it, but it wants to get in the action. You can tell I grew up in a carry on era, because when I says, oh, they want to get some more action, my immediate afterthoughts, oh, hey, missus. terrible. Anyway, but yeah, back to um, and that light at the bottom, left hand, right hand side. Sorry, it's not anybody's light. It's not lamppost at anybody's windows. It's a craft. You can tell by the way it's moving. It's a craft. Okay, get back to the point. And as I've said before, one of the people up there that was what stayed for me was an ex-boyfriend called Wayne, who's white. So it's not to do with your genetic DNA makeup. Um, all of it. So it's the DNA makeup of the original human. Obviously, in his blood DNA somewhere is the original human, and there's energy as well. Even if there was a bit of a criminal. Okay, should I focus on the craft? What do you think, folks? Okay, it's quite low in the sky. You can tell it's moved around, it's not someone's window. Okay, see that flashing there? I was just about to switch off onto it about what? 15 minutes ago. Okay, I'll leave the phone at this level. And they want me to get this out and talk about this as much as possible. I don't know why, because I'm losing. I don't know if it's not menopause, but I refuse that fucking fuckery about women. I was just so knackered, forgetting words and shit. I don't know why. But it's happening, so I'm gonna do it, and that's to show them on film and to ask some questions, statements, and get them to confirm it. And like I said previously, I know that my biases will be just the way I am and just the way I've been brought up about culture and blah blah blah. I know I'll have bias in the questions that I ask. So I try to ask quite neutral questions, questions that cover everyone, I should say, everybody interested. But I know that I'm obviously biased, it's just the way it is. Growing up in the UK, black woman, middle aged, sexy as fuck. I joke. No, no. Yeah, so I know that I'm going to be biased in my questioning. I'm aware of it, I'm trying not to be. So when I say about humans, and that's why I started to include other species, because it's not just us on Earth, there's other species on Earth. Animal kingdom, that have got every right to be on Earth as much as we have. Okay. So I do try to keep the questions as broad as possible and not home in, but like I say, I know that I've got biases. And some of them are quite obvious, just about targeting. Just get it out as much as I can. Got the opportunity from high beings to confirm what's happening. You won't believe me otherwise. And I've not even touched on the main fuckery stuff that people want to fucking bring back the death. Is me swearing? See what they make me do, people. I don't know. I take full responsibility for my response to the creature beast and their fuckery cunts. Anyway, yeah, it's such a inhumane, say the words, disgustingly violent programme that even if you oppose the death penalty, and I never even thought of the death penalty, everybody involved, once you hear just what they do and who they involve to a person, you want to bring that death penalty, you wouldn't want them to be alive on earth. Literally, you wouldn't want them to be alive. A normal person just think, no, they can't be even living in a cell somewhere. Okay, but since it's happening, and like my family's here, they can verify a few things, and it's up to people to think, one, is it true? What are these lights? What's happening? Where should you get them from? And two, if they are UFOs, why are they lying about council leaders and police officers who have already shown that they are covering up sex offenders and working with sex offenders in the West Midlands area of the UK? I don't think beings would lie and say that Jamie Hobday, for example, is a sex offender, a child molester, if he wasn't. Okay, so you've got to think the questions I ask, and I'll give it, like I said, I've got this opportunity for higher beings to confirm their fuckery. I just want to put things straight here, because my family can also put down as a statement: child abuse, infant rape, adult rape was never part of the original humans' makeup, psychological makeup. Was it in our societies? It wasn't even in their mindset. It wasn't part. It just wasn't. It's such a foreign concept that you would destroy your own gene pool. It's just not part of who we are, original humans. Okay, subhumans. That's why they're subhumans. Subhumans do that because they have no connection to high beings, a high source. Subhumans would protect sex offenders, would be sex offenders because they have no connection to high source. No original human would even contemplate siding with a sex offender because it just goes against everything. It's such a core of my being that I can't even express it. It goes beyond the marrow in my bones, it goes to my soul. Literally, it just goes to the core of my soul. As soon as they fucking said about raping infants, it's like, no, man, fuck you now, now. So this is going to this, when after we die, after I die, after all the creatures die, I'm still going to want to know that they're suffering. I still want to know that they're being tortured by the demons that attach to them. This is some serious fuckery that even in this life, nothing to do, nothing that what happens to them will be enough. Nothing. Look at the light flashing there. Let me show you how fucked up these creatures are. Okay, rape is never ever been a part of the original humans' makeup, and that's one of the second easiest things I told you about pathological lying. Anybody that stands up for rapists or defends rapists, I don't mean in the court of law like a lawyer or anything like that, but just people like the councillors at Dudley Council, like the police officers at Westminster Police doing this, like the neighbours in this block, like Dr. Price at Medical Centre, like a medical, everybody involved in this targeted programme knows that sexual deviance is at the core of it, and infant, adult and child rape is the core. don't really put calm down now, but that's just an example. Okay? I wanted to stress that, and I will keep on stressing that periodically, that sexual abuse of any kind has never been a part of original humans' makeup. Never. And I want my family to confirm that on film. Yay, found it. Never. And they don't understand why I'm fighting. They don't understand why I've not given up and had a nervous breakdown or whatever. They just don't get it. Literally, these creature beasts just don't get it. They don't understand how much contempt I have for them. How much they repulse me. They just don't fucking get it. They may speak talk out in public, but I know who they are. They know I know who they are. And thanks to my family, I can out them and say to people, listen, don't take my word for it. I want people to analyse these videos to see if I've got a string of lights somewhere. I want people to do it. I don't want to take my word for it. Analyse the videos. If you think I'm lying about being stalked by convicted rapists, and Dudley Council, West Midlands Police helped him every inch of the way, protected him and colluded with him and the racist evidence blocks. Look at all the evidence I bring, analyse everything. Don't just take my word for it. And that's what I want to say to you about these Hembley's store, which is, don't take my word for it. Okay? If you think that me saying to you, don't connect with your clan, and you're a Christian, you're thinking, oh, no, I'm going to connect with Jesus. Fine, connect with Jesus. If you've got Jesus in your heart and you feel a glow and you feel comforted by that connection, connect. Don't stop because, this fucking black woman was talking to UFOs said, oh, something else. If it's coming from your heart and you know you're a good person and you feel love and it's an energetic feeling from your God, from your spiritual leader, then stick with it. This is happening because they want me to tell show people, ordinary people, that we all have connections to higher beings. Okay, in our clan, are waiting for us to connect with them, and they won't force the connection. They won't scare you into connecting with them. They're here. And you're so protected. We are so protected by high beings, by our clan, even people that are not members of the species, that are not our clan, protect us. They don't believe the things I've seen and what's happened. I'll be like, oh, fucking hell, I don't want to talk to them, I don't want to talk to them, I don't want to talk to them, I don't want to talk to them. I could shit myself, I'm telling you. There's certain beings that are not human, never have been human. But they've got an investment with her not being destroyed as well. And they're high beings as well. They believe in the creators. And they're trying to evolve as well. without being parasitic in their nature as well. They don't need to be um, to, to use others or to feed off others to evolve. No, they are reptilians that aren't parasitic or war hungry in nature. There are reptilians that are. There are reptilians that are 12 inches tall. There are reptilians that are 9 feet tall. There are reptilians that are more connected to higher dimensions than what some of these spiritual leaders or spiritual gurus or the Pleiadians or whatever are more advanced and more enlightened than the Pleiadians. If you read some of the UFO crap, because they've evolved, their species has evolved over time, and they want to continue to evolve, so they don't have to feed off others. That's at the stage anyway. They just want to continue to evolve, and that's what they are. Family, our clan, want for us to evolve. In life, it's just to experience on Earth, I should say. It's just to experience life on Earth, have a life on Earth, and then go back to our clan. See that flash? And we don't die. I think if that's what we understand, we don't die. Bodies may die, we may pass, but we go back to our clan. That's the only thing. It's that the only thing. Two things. Okay. Yeah. If that's the only thing you take from this, blah blah blah. But yeah, if that's the only thing you take from this is that we are energies inside a body, and that our wish, our clan's wish for us, is just to experience life on Earth. And then once we experience life, we go back to our clan and evolve and keep on evolving. And as each person evolves, the whole group, the whole clan evolves as well. I think the thing I said as well, we're not putting it live, we weren't connected to our users. Said that, and I will keep saying that to the diary. We weren't connected to our users. Don't take shit from no one. And if you've seen the craft, the blocking thing, you will know it's like a warrior craft. It's not a shiny play thing. It very much looked quite scary, doesn't it? If you've seen it, I think it's number 6. The 6th video, is it? Is it? Oh, I don't know. I'll have a look. And one and the kitchen window as well. And I saw it, you know, the oblong cigar shaped thing. It's got like notches. I noticed it, but I didn't even put it in the link. I thought, if you've noticed it, you'll know what I mean. I think the phrase best place to sum us up is do no harm, take no shit. Can you hear the creature beast? Oh no, you can, family. Okay. Flashing away your sparkly self. It's nearly an hour. I didn't think, what was it, 10 minutes? The past was right, okay. 5 minutes, that, yeah, I think that's it. I didn't know, yeah. The reptilian bit, yeah, that's a new one. And there's different types of reptilians. Once you give yourself your energy, your whatever away, you just make yourself open to all sorts of shit. Can't even speak, all sorts of shit. But going into these creature beasts, okay, what I've noticed, and I'll end on this, um, even the overlays, the reptilian overlays, because they've linked themselves to a dimension that's pure evil, we would call it hell. I'm thinking the abyss. I call it the abyss, where it's just darkness around them. Literally, when I say these beings, their energy is black. Their energy is black, and with that energy, the light from Earth, Earth's energetic pulses can't get through to them. Nothing is touching them. Nothing at all. Nothing on Earth is touching them energetically to the heart chakras, the crown chakras, the eight ball. What do I call eight ball? I call it eight ball. What's that? Eight ball. Do the one between your eyes? What's that? Is that the crown? What's the one on your head? That's the crown, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter about chakras. What I basically want to say, the energies of pulses on Earth, where everybody, everything is evolving. That's the meant to be on Earth. Is evolving. Okay. The negative entities are trying to stop that as many ways as possible. One of the ways is to keep our energies low, to keep us depressed, to keep us anxious, to keep us fretting, basically. Another way that they can do this is that if that person links themselves with a group that's already got negative energies, that have you heard that? Wow, what's it fun? Fantastic. Anyway, that's it, the fault. Okay, so we'll try to corrupt as many people as possible. And I've seen it where the light, the energy, their energy is black. That energy is not meant to be on Earth. That's why it's black. It has no place. They have the reason why I've not cracked. And I keep saying to these creatures, they just don't get it. They just haven't got the capacity to get it. The reason I've not cracked is one, I'm original human. They're not. They're in my fucking yard now. They shouldn't be here. Their energy shouldn't be here. Okay. Um, so they're getting weaker while I'm getting stronger. Having links to my family. Fantastic, thank you. Um, and these creatures just don't get it. The yes, and do try to headfuck me and get into my energy and use black magic. They've used Chanel Campbell. They've used Jamal Campbell. Literally to stalk me as well and to get into my energy field, and they can't. They've used a random black person. They even told me that they have done sort of black magic and various practices, African practices, just to try to get into my energy field, fuckers. And it's failed. They will always fail because they're not human, and I'm original human, and they're in my yard, basically. Dirty fucking bastards. And that's the reason. That's one of the strongest reasons, and they just don't get it. In their head, they can't comprehend it. They're listening to this, and they're writing it all down, and they're recording it, and they're recording and logging my energy field as I'm speaking it, and they won't get it. They just can't get it. Okay, so never give up. We are stronger than we realise. and they use fear. God, how many death threats I've had from these creatures today, just today alone. Shoot, fucking comebacks. Anyway, quite a few innocent family. How many death threats altogether? One from the fucking rapist and one from the fucking beast police officers and their dregs. Fucking hell. I'll be very rich. But you've got to it's up to you. You have a choice, and this will be a choice. Everybody will have a choice. And even if you don't go to your family or your clan and you're too scared, you don't want to be, don't. That's okay. But be wary of linking your energy to an organisation or to somebody that's parasitic. They're just going to feed off you. They're going to want you to be depressed. They're going to want you to not connect with your birthright. Everybody's going to start getting more intuitive. Everybody. That's our birthright. Birthright was supposed to be psychic, and once that happens, you'd be like me. You can tell straight away. You'll be able to tell just a glance at somebody. One, what entity attachment to their energy field? Is it part of Earth's energy field? And those creature beasts, their energy field now it's so fucked up that you can see beings and entities walking. It sounds strange, but walking in or just going their day-to-day business. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what they're doing at that level. Through these creature beasts' energy field and creatures. I just think we don't know what creatures they are. Don't ask. Okay, and like I said, one of them, the female child molester in the red coat, it's insects, insectoids, insects, spider things on her head. Fucking don't ask. Even what have been sold, what's in hell and what it's all about, and the dimension we have. They, God, if you knew how much we've been lied to. But anyway, going on. What did I say? Don't say your energy is feeling if you blah blah. They could cover everything. Yeah, about the reptilians, different sorts of reptilians, insectoids. Can't think now. Pamela, do you think we've covered everything for today? Yeah? Are we on another time? Yeah? Okie dokie doke, folks. And get going. Okay, if you've just want to say this because behind the creature beasts I've just found out a few days ago that are blocking phone calls to me, blocking texts, voicemails. So if you have wrote to me or tried to contact me, and you think I'm blocking you, or it's not blocking you, I can't say that. I'm doing so well, wouldn't I, folks? Doing marvellously. I'm not blanking you. Blanking you. Oh, cough. I don't know where's mate. I just haven't got it. And please do anything, these creature beasts, do anything in their power to isolate me, fuckers. Anyway, folks, thank you, family. Did quite well today. My swearing was considerably less than it was previously. Mm-hmm. I know, yeah, I know. Thank you, family. Thank you for everybody. I know the first part, it's just turned in it, and then I saw my family there, and when I don't see them clearly, oh, at the top now. See them moving around. when they make an appearance like that, like at the ones at the bottom, and they want me to talk, and not just sort of film and go, oh, shiny, family, cute. Anyway, so that's why it's extended beyond 5 minutes when it was like at 10 past 10 minutes into it. Okay, see you folks.